Hey, everybody, this is Carolina Weather Authority Mike Griffith for the CarolinaWeatherAuthority.com, which is CarolinaWXAuthority.com, which is our website. But we're looking at the YouTube page right here. If you see this, go ahead and click subscribe to our channel over here. It'll look different for you since you're not an administrator on this YouTube channel, but you'll see the subscribe button. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also like this video after it comes out. We're at 387 subscribers, but we'd like to be at 1,000 at least. And there's another person out there right now doing stuff also on YouTube. His name is Josh Nagelberg. He runs Josh's Severe Weather. A really good guy. So make sure you head over there and also subscribe to him too. Well, there's not really a whole lot going on across the country. It looks like it's just going to be really kind of dull, other than some severe weather that's going to be coming across the south, especially on the Thursday. That's definitely going to be something to watch. So let's go over here to the model and get right into it. So there goes our upper level low that was giving us some flurries and some snow showers here across the North Carolina Piedmont on Saturday night, I believe it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pretty sure it was Saturday night, or it was Friday night actually. Yeah, so I got to get with it over here. I've had enough caffeine today, so that's for sure. And it looks like it clears out. It's just going to be kind of cloudy. More rain looks like it's going to approach our area from the west, especially on Tuesday. It could be a wet wake up. Monday looks like it's going to be just cloudy, especially more increasing clouds later in the day. But then it looks like Tuesday is going to be rainy here across the Carolinas, as we can see right here. It's not going to be a very pleasant day out there. Tuesday is going to be rainy, not a great day for travel here across North and South Carolina, pretty much. The coast might be okay, especially lower South Carolina towards Beaufort and Charleston and all that. But still, though, it could be drizzly. It could be a really low um, precipitation intensity event. Like it just stays drizzling. Could stay drizzling also into Wednesday morning across the Carolinas here. And look how our next system gets going here on Wednesday across Arkansas and Missouri down into Louisiana, eastern Texas. This is going to be the next major storm system here that comes our way on Thursday. And here comes some what could be some severe storms right here across the south. There could be some snow on the north end of this in the Iowa and the Illinois, but it looks like this is like could be some severe storms across Mississippi as we go into early Thursday morning this week. And this looks like it's going to be another front right here with more possible, not really, it might not be as extreme as the last outbreak where they had some pretty big tornadoes in Alabama, but it looks like it's going to be pretty mild compared to that. But we're still going to have to watch it as a cold front sweeps across during the day on Thursday across the south. Looks like it kind of is moisture starved, and then it just breaks up and moves offshore here as we go into early Friday. Could be some more mountain snow showers, some lake effect up in Pennsylvania, some mountain snow showers in West Virginia and whatnot. And then it just gets quiet again as we go into the weekend. But maybe later on Saturday, overnight into Sunday, looks like there's going to be more rain. So next Sunday is looking rainy. And of course, there could be more severe here across the deep south. And this time, it could be over Alabama once again. There could be the risk of tornadoes on Sunday, a week from today, across the Dixie Alley in the south for Alabama. Again, more snow up in the Midwest. So this is just a pattern right now. Severe storms, cutters, they cut up the Appalachians and they're gone, and they drop a bunch of moisture and warm air. And that is likely going to be the pattern here over the next 7 days and beyond. There's no signature for any snow, not even into the 26th, which is later this month. So it's just rain event after rain event after rain event. There could be some severe storms in there, maybe even for the Carolinas. Looks like it might get a little bit colder towards the end of the month, but maybe temperatures just go down to normal if we're lucky. That could be the trend. However, the GFS gets less accurate as you get this far out right here. So I think the best we can do is maybe normal temperatures by the end of the month, like the 28th or 29th or so. But that's really going to be it as far as any chances for snow. Taking a look at weather Twitter over here. This is always funny. This is always entertainment, especially weather Twitter. They call it WX Twitter. So here's like I guess this is a GFS model. All the way towards the end of the run. Of course, it shows the snow. The GFS model is notorious for doing this. It never happens. This is just kind of there for entertainment, I believe. What else do we got going on over here? There was a SpaceX launch off the going up the East Coast from Florida. This is seen from the South Carolina coast. I'm going to go ahead and retweet this. This is actually, I'm actually Carolina Weather Authority on Twitter also. So really pretty space shuttle launch or SpaceX launch, Falcon, heavy payload. So that's seen from the South Carolina coast right there. Could be Charleston, I think it is. And right there, I think that's the rocket. And there's the contrail, the condensation trail coming up from near Daytona, Florida. So that's what it looks like. Pretty neat stuff there as this thing travels. Okay, we got our own Storm Tracker Sacker here. Always posting good stuff for Eastern Tennessee. If you're not with him, make sure you follow him, especially if you're in the Western North Carolina mountains. He's pretty accurate for that area up there. Let's see, just a lot of posts showing warm in the east and how the warmth holds on in the southeast. Really just getting a lot of complaints about that. Another view of the SpaceX launch here. It looks like it's down below the tree line here near Myrtle Beach. That's from Scotty Powell, another meteorologist there in Myrtle Beach. Really good guy to follow. Some good pictures there with all that. Here's a post that's interesting about the end of January looking mighty cold. And this is the Euro ensemble. So this is kind of interesting. It basically shows a core of cold trying to come back over into the lower 48. And this is kind of like what happened around Christmas time. Although I believe that was, it was, almost the same magnitude. We just got to get this thing a little bit farther southeast, like over here, in order for this to really affect us. So the question is, if this does happen, is the southeast ridge of high pressure going to hold on here across the southeast and even the east coast up into Philly? Are they going to? Is it just going to be cut off? Is it going to be another, Fort Worth or Texas cold event, and then like it just kind of we're just kind of shielded from it here to the east? That seems to be a late January, early February possibility. I mean, it happened in 2021. But if this makes it east, then yes, it'll be a very cold start to February, according to the Euro ensemble. So this is something to watch. But right now, it looks like it might be contained up there to North and South Dakota, eastern Montana, for the core of the cold. So we will just have to see. And yes, it was a chilly Sunday morning out there, according to Mike's weather page. So right, but I don't know what the actual temperature was in Charlotte. I didn't record it. I forecasted 28 degrees, but looks like we got down to 26 maybe, something like that. So not too far off. I don't know if that was official though. So yeah, it was. This is going to be the coldest morning that we're going to have here in the Carolinas for a while. This, like I said in the article that I put out last night, coldest morning in a while, and I don't think that's going to get that cold even in the mornings for a while right now. Okay, so what do we have here? So the next 7 to 10 days, the Pacific jet starts to go away, and we start to see more of a buckling of that. So it's going to allow more of a cross polar flow across northern Canada down into the U.S. So this is that Euro ensemble again for the last week or so of January. The weeklies were not so enthusiastic about this. They were keeping us warm. So we'll have to see if the regular Euro ensemble comes together and continues to show this troughiness in the east here. This is around the 23rd of January is what this is indicating right here. So we will just have to see about that. Looking over at weather Twitter on this Sunday night, not really a whole lot else going on other than the SpaceX launch, but we're going to definitely keep an eye on the next week or so with the severe storms here in the southeast, especially with this type of look. There could be some pretty decent storms coming up out of Alabama into the North and South Carolina. More tornadoes possible for Alabama, unfortunately, or Mississippi, which is going to be Wednesday and Thursday. And then there could be more severe for Alabama as we go into Sunday, and then more rain for us. It's just going to be a warm and wet pattern as everything literally cuts up the Appalachians to our west, which is going to mean that we're going to be in the warm sector here in the southeast. It's just going to stay that way. Maybe a transition to more normal near the end of the month, but we're going to have to see what happens according to the Euro ensembles. Those are going to be the ones to watch. That's all I have now. Everybody have a great start to your week. This is Carolina Weather Authority.